What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Lindsey's Life. Today I bought a pottery wheel, and yes, it is a children's pottery wheel. But for the last probably year or so, I have really wanted to go to a pottery class, and they're a little bit expensive and I don't really have the time to go to them. So instead I decided, why not try this in my home on my own, so I can make a fool of myself and no one has to see the struggle. Like, I can decide what struggle I want to show y'all and what I want to cut out. So this set comes with the wheel, some clay, paints, everything that you need to make something. And originally the plan was going to be to make a mug for David, but you're not supposed to eat or drink from this clay. So instead, I think I'm gonna make a pencil holder to go on my desk at work, maybe. So that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get started. Okay, so it says that the first step is that you need to wedge your clay, which is basically just make it all the same texture. And it says to start with about a quarter of the clay that it gave. So they were 2 packages this size, so I took half of one of them, which is a quarter of everything that came with it. And it basically just says to work it and make sure that it's all one uniform texture. So I'm gonna do that for a little while. Also, just as a disclaimer, if you decide to buy one of these pottery wheels, make sure that you realize what batteries you needed, because I meant to film this like 4 days ago, but I didn't get to because you needed 4D batteries. And maybe it's just me, but I think this is the only thing in my house that requires D batteries. So I had to wait until my next Walmart run to get some, because I don't want to go back for just batteries for a children's pottery wheel. So look at the box before you buy something like this and make sure you get everything necessary, because I just read includes everything, as in like the tools and stuff. Never once thought that it was gonna be battery powered. I thought this was definitely gonna plug into the wall. It is not. But it does come with a cool little pedal that makes it work. So that's pretty tight. Okay, so this is all the same texture now. And it says to mold it into a sphere. So make a nice little ball. So it says to wet the hands and the ball of clay. So I'm gonna make some water appear. So I got some water here now, and they're wet now, which made this a lot messier than what I thought it was going to be. Well, not really than I thought it was going to be, it just made it a lot messier than it was just a second ago. Okay, so it told me to kind of form this into a rough bowl shape. Sorry for the weird faces I make, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know how to control them. I'm just gonna give up on the instructions basically and go for it because I want to. So, scoop this over here. Turn it to pedal so I can control it with this little pedal that came with it. Nice. And hold it. Okay, so I've definitely done something wrong here, but that's okay. We can make a comeback, don't worry. Well, honestly, here's the problem. I don't want to use all these little guide pieces, okay? I just want to make thing. I think that's called pitching. I don't know. I watched some other pottery videos one time, not right now, but maybe it'll come back to me. I don't know. I should have taken pottery when I was in school. I almost collapsed my bowl. I did it, y'all. So I think I figured this out though. I think I I've got a little bit of practice in, and I'm ready to actually start this. So I'm gonna use more than just this, and then I'm gonna make a nice cup to hold all my pins in or something, you know? So I'm going to basically start over now. Okay, so this is basically take 2, and I'm just gonna start over. I have a bigger amount of clay here, and I'm going to try again. So here we go. The cool thing is that if you do a bad job and somebody makes fun of what you made, just tell them that a kid gave it to you. Then they'll feel bad because they just dissed a kid. They don't have to know you made this. Y'all making a weird shape and I don't know how to even it out. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. Is that how deep a pencil holder needs to be? Because I'm at a pretty good point and I'm scared that if I keep going, because I have the too much gene, y'all. If I keep going, I think it's gonna get bad. Like, it's in a pretty good spot right now. It's like shape-wise and smoothness. To be honest, I feel like that could hold some pencils. Like, this much of the pencil would stick out of the top. I think that's pretty good. But like, how do I stop? Like, this clearly is not the right thickness. I cannot imagine being a child and doing this. I know that this is made for children, and probably should have used like the extra pieces that they want you to use. But I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to make my own creation. But if you have like a really artistic kid or something, maybe do this with them. I would not have done this as a child. I would have, but it would have been a disaster and I would have felt really bad afterwards because I don't like to fail. Okay, but like, how do I get the top of it? Like, you know what I mean? Clearly not, because I didn't use any words right there, but that's okay. Okay, so the next step is to finish the top of it, I guess. And it says while it spins, to just hold this against it. So this might be the downfall, y'all. Do you think if I just keep doing this until David gets home from work, he'll just help me? I think it's just a patience thing. I think that you are supposed to want to spend forever making this. And I think that's how real pottery is too. I think it's patience, and I don't have that. Okay, I think I'm back to a good place. I'm gonna try this again and just smooth the top of it. It goes too fast. I know it's just a children's toy, okay, but it goes too fast. A kid couldn't do this. What's the age on this? 6+? There's no way a 6-year-old could do this. Would you have done this when you were 6 years old? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's gonna get much better than that. So I'm going to remove it with this, I don't know, it says it's a cutting wire. Literally, it's just fishing line. So right now I'm debating, right, if I should make a design in this. I think I'm just gonna do like vertical stripes because that seems like something that I can't really mess it up with? Question mark? Well, I don't know, because I'm gonna paint it, which you have to do after it dries. And I'm gonna paint it blue. Then I'm gonna paint it blue and white or blue and yellow. So if I do like vertical stripes in it, I could alternate blue and yellow. I don't think it's gonna look good, so I'm just gonna not do a design. I think I'm supposed to let it dry for a little while and then take it off of there. but I'm scared that it's gonna get just stuck to the bottom of it if I don't somewhat release it now. But yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna do to this for now. And I will decide what to do next, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. I think it just has to dry for a while. So that it can be taken off. Because like right now, if I grab it, it's just gonna smush in my hands. So I'm just going to let this dry and then I'll check back in later. So I let my little holder dry for a few days actually, just because I haven't gotten back to this yet. And I originally said that I was going to paint it in this video as well, but actually just stay tuned. That'll be next week's video because I don't want to do it right now. So here's my little holder, and I definitely should have made it taller than it is because it's not the right height to hold pencils. So maybe I'll put like paper clips or like binder clips or rubber bands. I don't know, some other kind of office supplies in it. So thanks for hanging out with me while I made my office supplies holder, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.